Okay.
Wait. Please mute yourself. Let me mute everyone now.
Yes, how are you people? How are you?
Good, we are doing well. You're highly welcome. We'll start soon. So I just want to share. Okay. So the moderator is here already. Let me just share a short clip and then I allow moderator to continue with our work.
That's great.
Yeah, just like 1 minute something.
Hello, I think I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Now everybody in.
Jacob, can you please try to mute some people because I'm hearing some noise.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you. Welcome, ABA. I will give you your task. Let me just share a video. This is just a short clip I want to share here, and then you come.
Oh.
Yeah. You able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Ever have days when the whole world seems upside down and off kilter? Well, you can change that, and you can do it in less than a minute. Here's how. Grab a piece of paper, write down your name and the name of someone you know, then leave a blank space for a stranger's name. Got it? Good. Now, during the upcoming week, do something kind for each person on your list. It could be anything. Maybe it's treating yourself to something you love, raking your neighbor's leaves, or complimenting someone you don't know. That's it. Seem too simple? Well, it's not. Scientific studies show that random acts of kindness actually improve health and life satisfaction. They increase energy, optimism, self-worth, and our sense of belonging and connection in the world. Plus, they decrease anxiety, depression, and blood pressure. This transformation happens not only in the recipient and the giver of kindness, but surprisingly, also in the person who happens to witness the act of kindness. This means that if you do one act of kindness for one person today, and someone happens to witness it, you can, in that moment, improve the lives of 3 people. So do something that will make your future self proud. Share the power of kindness with all 3 people on your list. And who knows, if we get enough people practicing enough kindness, we might just set the world right again.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Abia, you can take your role.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Jacob, you're meeting me, but I'm supposed to talk, right?
Oh, okay.
Em có đứa rồi.
I thought you were muted.
Hello.
Sorry. You can
Yeah,
continue.
it's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay, no problem. Okay, hi guys. Thank you for attending this conference or college orientation. I hope you guys are getting me, all of you, because I'm gonna be faster. I want time to get
Bro, mình nghe vừa.
Veronica.
Jacob, can you please meet some people for me?
Tới nhà rồi.
Hello, Jacob, can you please meet some people for me, because I'm hearing a lot of background.
Yeah, sure. Let me try to mute everyone and then I allow you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone, I think all of you know why we are here, right? So we are going to do orientation about the Turkish scholarship, which my name is Abia. I'm the moderator of today's orientation. So I'm going to introduce people who are going to participate or who are going to talk about the orientation. So, not like seems like I'm forgetting the name. Sorry. Oh, okay. Actually, I really cannot explain everything. So I will be calling them one by one, and then as they are talking, they can tell you their name. So for now, I think you guys know about me. And before I talk, because I'm going to be the moderator, so I will be talking much. So I will not talk much now. We have to be quick so that the time doesn't go against what we expect. So as for now, I'm going to call the supervisor so that they come and direct us on the things we are supposed to do in this meeting, and then we can call the speaker later. So Jacob, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abia, for the great job. And we welcome everyone here who is in the room and also those who are listening to us online. So you are highly welcome and feel free and follow us. And then if you have any question later on, then you are welcome to ask either in the comment section or in the room here with us. So thank you so much for joining. So I would like to share my screen and maybe say some guideline before we proceed with our program. I'll try not to take much of our time because the main part of the program is with the presenter. So if you are able to see my screen. Just put sum up.
Yeah, Jacob, we're able to see, I'm trying to direct some people to join the meeting.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So this is the first page is this education is all. I believe all of us know what education is all is and where education is all is and the work of education is all. So I don't need to explain because we have been here for some time doing this thing. So I'm going to start like today we have online orientation for the Turkey government scholarship application process. So I believe some of you might have already submitted the application. Some of you might have already started and they have not submitted the application. But today we are going to share with you tips that you can use for you to apply, and also the same tips will also help you for you to win the scholarship. So we are going to share the comprehensive information about Turkey scholarship today. So, and we thank you for joining because it will help. It will help a lot because it will help us a lot. Instead of replying a lot of messages, helping a lot of people in application, it just help us in one way or directly without taking my time. So as you have already seen from the introduction, so the moderator is Abiyawan from India, studying in India, and I'm Jacob Deng, studying in Costa Rica. and Mr. Nialwal is studying in Turkey. So we'll be the one sharing with you the Turkey application orientation today. So he's a beneficiary of this scholarship, and he knows all the details about the scholarship. So pay attention to him. You need to follow step by step and pay attention to him, because he will be telling you what you can do for you to win the scholarship, what you can do for you to submit a well-organized application. So pay attention. So as I said before, the Zim is we are doing orientation for Turkey government scholarship, and the subtitle is Unlocking Your Path to Change the Universities of Turkey, or unlocking your path to get this scholarship of Turkey government. So the reason why we always do orientation, some people may think that we waste our time, because some people, I do hear from some people saying sometimes we just waste our time doing this thing. There are people who recognize the work, that it helps a lot, but there are people who don't see the benefit of it. But for us, we see when we do orientations, it provides insight, and also provide tips for someone. Really, when you start your application, you will start with that energy of doing it. Who has ever experienced? Who has ever entered into the exam room without studying and come out with a smile in his or her face? Is there someone? No one. So when you don't study, you go to an exam room, you will come outside crying, because you will not remember anything. So, and that's why there's a need for you to pay the study, and then you go for exam. So what you do here is like you are studying the application process, and then you go now for application. It will become simple for you, because you have already learned how to do it. You've already seen the tricks and what to do. So we are like giving you like preparing you for exam. So don't take it simple. So when we take our time, we share with you in the group. So it's not for joke. We're not doing it for joke. We're doing it for you, to help you. So that's what we understand. And this, we believe that if you go through this guideline, then it will help you in your application journey, and it will simplify our work. Instead of us helping one person replying to the screenshot from one person, each person, we can just do it at one like this, and then you are good to go. So then what are these are the people who are going to serve you, the speakers, and then what are the things that you need to know in the meeting now? What are the guidelines? So when you come to the meeting, it is not only this meeting, but every meeting you attend, whether you are going for interview, because there are many online interviews that are done, especially for scholarship. You are someone applying for different scholarship, you will attend different Zoom meeting. So once you enter Zoom meeting, please try to mute yourself. It is very, very important, because sometimes you may have different background. You may have a lot of people saying a lot of things, or you may have a music at your background. But if you have not muted yourself, it will create like unnecessary environment. It will create a very wrong environment. Unnecessary noise will come, and the environment will not be conducive. So if you are attending interview and you enter into the room with that noise, that's the first qualification. That's the first disqualification. You are disqualified automatically. Like for me, you attend the meeting and you make a lot of noise. You bring a music, and you have music that of a language that I don't even understand. That thing in my mind, I will see you are not serious, because how can you know this basic principle, that when you enter a room, that you are not the one controlling, then you need to mute yourself. So I will disqualify you automatically. You will not be qualified for that scholarship. So I will just do interview, but I will know that you have already lost the interview. So if you are attending this meeting today, or if you are listening to us, maybe on Facebook, because we are sharing this one on Facebook Live, please, when you are into Zoom meeting, please mute yourself before you try to engage. You'll be allowed by the person controlling the room to unmute yourself, and then you talk. So that's very, very important principle. It is very respectful, and that's why we say be respectful. So when you enter the room and then you mute yourself, that is a sign of respect. That is the key. If you don't know, write it down. Every meeting you attend, mute yourself. Then when you want to talk, instead of talking randomly, even in the class, when the teacher is presenting or when the teacher is teaching in the class, you don't just talk in the class randomly. So these are the basic things that you learn in your school. So when you are in a room, it is the same like a class. So please raise your hand, and then, or you write in the comment in the comment section in the comment section if you are watching on live, or you write in the chat when you are in Zoom link, when you are in the Zoom meeting. So it is very important. Listen carefully, because listeners are the best instead of those speaking. Like for us speaking here, you are the one who are benefiting a lot. So listen and pay attention. And this whereby you will not waste your time in attending the program. So use the language that is very common. Like if you are attending an orientation like this, then use English because it's the common unifying language that we are using. Then what we should do when we are in the room? As I said before, listen carefully and write down some note, because sometimes we are lazy. Like we have a lot of resources. We always share like our YouTube link, but no one go and watch the link. So if you are in the room, instead of wasting time, this is the same thing I'm talking about, and you are muting yourself. This is a necessary thing. So if you are watching today, please you should have your notebook, then write down the point that you will hear from the presenter. So it is very important. If your network is poor, then you can write your question, and then we can clarify it here in the room or in the WhatsApp group. If you are not in the WhatsApp group, then you can request in the chat that I need to join the WhatsApp group, and then the admins will help. You share with you the link, and then you join. So that's how it works. So this is the role of moderator. The moderator already knows her roles, and there's no need for me to explain. So this is the role continuing. So moderator will be warning you and will be directing you. She will be directing us in all the things that we will do. Don't disrespect her. If you disrespect her, we can eliminate you from the meeting. And if we see your name, we can even block you from our groups, because that's disrespectful. So thank you, and you need to pay attention. And at this time, I will throw the ball back to the moderator. So thank you so much, Abie. You can unmute yourself now, and then we continue with the meeting.
Okay, thank you. That was a very nice introduction. I think you have done enough now. So please, guys, respect me and respect all other speakers too. So I have seen some people are leaving now because they're interested to leave, but maybe because of the financial problems, people don't get enough data. I know the condition about South Sudan. So I'm also feeling bad because you really want to attend the meeting, you want really to know about Turkish scholarship, but you're not able to do that because you're affected. I'm really sorry for that. So to the speaker, I wish you make it short. I was also going to tell Jacob to make that introduction short, because or next time in the next meeting, you can, all those points, you can make them short, like just talk about them instead of following them, because now we should be starting with the speaker sometime. You know, last time I started with the speaker because I wanted him to talk and people are available. Now Minister, oh, you guys don't get me? Hello, please.
Yes?
They're saying my audio is not clear. Don't you get me too?
No, I'm getting you. I don't know. Maybe that person has a network issue. I'm getting you.
A lot of them are saying so. So I think that must be my problem, right?
Really? Okay. Yeah, then it's almost.
What is the problem?
Okay. Well, we can hear you, but not clearly.
Oh,
So
okay.
that could be the
Then now you
problem.
can. Now you can improve your voice now.
Okay. I don't know. Is it me who's talking? I think you guys can hear me now, right? Someone text me a message if you're getting me. Okay.
Right.
Thank you. I was saying some people are living, like some are not living in good countries like Uganda and Kenya. Those who are living in South Sudan, they're facing a lot. So they can attend the meeting fully. Some are attending now. They're out of that already. So I'm really sorry for that. Next time I'm going to call supervisor to talk only for 1 minute. You have to say everything in 1 minute. And I'm gonna give it to the speaker, so that the speaker say everything we need to know. Because we are really down for the speaker here. So guys, I need you guys to be respectful so that we go well. So now I will not waste time to I like talking, but I will not talk now. So I'm going to call Mr. Speaker to come and direct us on Turkish scholarship. I really want to know it. So Mr. Speaker, you can unmute yourself. I gave you only 20 minutes. If you can go beyond that, maybe 25.
Okay, thank you so much, Abia, and the supervisor of the day, and everyone who has attended. I hope you are getting me well.
Yeah, we are getting you.
Okay,
Perfect.
thank you. To proceed, I had prepared a kind of a video to show you how to apply because our today's orientation will be centered on how to apply, not what is needed to apply, because I expect you all to have read everything on their website because we shared the website link before. So I hope you have read the requirements and all the other things needed to apply. So today I would like to help you show you how to apply instead of what is needed to apply. First of all, let me share my screen to make a short presentation. Uh, I hope you are seeing my screen.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah. Here I've summarized all that is needed that you need to know about the Turkish scholarship. I will not talk much about them because we don't have enough time and the application procedures will take much of our time. It's quite long, not that long, but it will take maybe at least 20 minutes. So I hope you can read these things. The host country is Turkey. You can apply for undergraduate, postgraduate, and also research. These are the things they offer, which is in point number 5, fully scholarship, monthly stipends, accommodation, ticket, health insurance. The deadline is on February 20th, 2025. So I had also prepared all the needed, like anything that you need to know before you apply to any scholarship. That is, you need to make research about that scholarship, check all the eligibility criteria. We have been talking about them in the group. I hope you have checked them and you know. And to highlight some of the eligibility criteria, these are the things needed for you to apply. When you want to apply for bachelor's, you need to be at least you need to be to have at least 70% score in your previous school, like secondary school. So and you need to be below 21. For masters is 24 and 30, and for PhD is under 35. So these are the requirements. I also prepared them, and I hope you have read about them. So there's no need to waste a lot of time here, as these are also part of the requirements. So that's all about that page. Right now, I'll go to another page. That is, let me share my screen once again. I would like to. There's a video here I want to share with you. So after activating your account and then you log in.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, can you please be slow? Some people, maybe some of them have not seen those things in the before. So I don't want to explain everything, but can you review like the requirements?
Okay. We shall talk about the requirement at the end. Right now, let me first let me first share this screen with you. I hope you are seeing this screen here. This is the page that you get. This is a web page that you get when you click on the link for the scholarship application that we have provided. So for the first time, what you need to do, you need to register to create your own account. You click here. After clicking on register, this is what you will see. Okay, you will need to write your name, your middle name, your surname, gender, date of birth, nationality, your email, and verify your email, your password, verify your password. Then a secret question. A secret question is not like something very important. You just need to write something from the one side and another thing from the other side. It's needed when you have complication logging in your account, or if there's something that happened to your account and you need to recover it. That's the only use of that thing. So, and another thing you need to do, you need to write your name in the way that they appear in your ID, like your passport or your national ID. You need to be careful with that, because if your name appear different and you get different and you get the scholarship, they will, like during the time of travel, they will say that you are not the same person, because even if it's only one letter that is different between your ID name and your name in the scholarship, they will say you are not the one. So you need to be careful when writing your name. So after writing all the details, you have to click save. After saving, they will now send you an email to verify your account. Okay, that email will contain a link. You click on that link to now verify your account. So that's basically all you need to do. You are seeing this screen, right? The new screen that I've shared.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. So after creating your account, we'll now continue with the application procedures. I have prepared a video for you. This all about the application, what is needed, what you need to do when applying. So I will now play the video and we'll follow the video together. In any area that is complicated in the video, I will be pausing the video and then I explain to you, and we continue like that. So let us try and play the video and we see the quality. It's the first thing we'll see after logging in. So here are the details that... Are you getting the sound of the video? Please confirm.
Yes,
It's
it's
clear.
clear, bro.
Okay, okay. Let us continue. When we were activating, when we're creating our account, they will be shown here. And this is the section for personal information. So this section here, there's some things entered, and we have a lot of other things to edit, to add. So to edit, to do that, you have to click on the edit button, and then you come here. The details that are already there will be pre-filled. They will be there. So let's now see what is not there, and then we correct it. Here is marital status. So I will select single. Even if you are married, you have to select single, because they mostly favor those who are not married, unless it is written married on your student's passport or the document that you will use. So here, my country of birth is also South Sudan, so I will select South Sudan and I will enter it there. So after selecting South Sudan, they'll ask for the city of birth, and here the cities are arranged in the former 10 states way, so there's no change. Here, I was born in Bor South. That is, these are the counties, so they have not included the other local places. So I was born in Bor South County, so I'll select Bor South County. The ID or the documents that I will use for the application, I will use my passport. And here they ask you for your passport number. For South Sudan, it's mostly start with R00, and then the rest of the numbers follows. That's mine is 50 98 31. So the type is ordinary passport. or personal passport. The type is mostly you enter only P. So that's the type. Country's code of the passport. The code for South Sudan is SST. So you enter SST. Then the document, you enter the passport document that you are going to use. Here, you will go to the folder that you have your passport in, and then you add your passport. But here, for example purpose, I will not enter my passport. I will just get any document, and I enter that document. Let me come here. Let me see what I can enter here. What do we have here? Let me just take this document and enter it. So, because this is not a real application, it's just an example for you guys to learn. So I will click on, no, we don't click on anything. So after that, you will now save. Make sure you don't forget to save, otherwise you'll have to come back and edit it. And there's one thing I've forgotten, so let us come back to edit. So after coming back to edit, you have to click. You need a photo here, your photo. So you need to choose the photo. My photo is somewhere here. Let me check. Is the photo that I will use. So it's checking. So here, click on OK. Yeah, that's the photo that I'll use. Not that smart, but yeah, we're good to go. So let us click on save again. So after that, you have to add your hobbies. You click on your hobbies. You have to be careful when clicking your hobbies. Don't forget to click to add what is related to the course that you are going to apply. So just click on the things that you like, and you add them. So that's it. I've added my hobbies. Okay. So they say please select the hobbies below. Provide the details information about your hobbies. You have to write something about your hobbies. I like this because of that, and explain all your hobbies. I like this, like that. Okay. And then you click on save. Of course, you will not do it the way I did it. You have to explain in details and add some words that will make it look smart. I hope you guys are smart enough to do that. I'm just showing you the way, like how to do it. If you have a special talent, you select, like for me, I used to be a good footballer, but not anymore. Let me just select wrestling, so everyone assumes that Dinka people wrestle. Of course, I know how to wrestle, but not like the rest of the people. So let us click save, and it is saved successfully, and personal information is ticked. You can see double tick, that means okay. So we can continue to family information. Here in the family information, you will enter your mother's name. My mother's name is, let's say it's Mary. So, and is she alive? Yeah, thank God she's still there. Does she work? No, my mother doesn't work. She's, yeah, we can say she works. She's an housewife. Okay, yeah, I will be pushing the video because it might take long and these things are basic things. So here you just enter the information. So after entering the information, you click save. So those are the things you do. Now we have come to contact information. Okay. Your mobile number, let's say it's 925. Also here, what you need to do only is to enter your contact information. That's where you are, your numbers. And what can confuse people here is the postal code. So the postal code is not like, it's not in South Sudan and in most, maybe in some East African countries, but I don't know. So you just need to put anything, maybe 0088 or something like a number as a placeholder, then you click on save. So let us also So those are the things you need, and how long you have been staying. You also need to specify how long you have been staying in that address. So everything is okay. If you have a social media or anything you want to add, you can add them here, but they're not mandatory. So we are good to go. So let me say save, and it's okay. It's also clicked. It's also ticked. So educational information. Let's come to educational information. Let me add my middle school document. Let's say the country was South Sudan. You can select other countries if you did not graduate from South Sudan. The city also born is school. You select your school. Bor Mix, Black Eagle, Republic, Primary, what? Let me see if I can find my primary school here. My primary school was Royal Junior Academy, so it's there. They recognized my primary school. I'm happy for that. So are you continuing? No, I graduated a long time ago. That's very, very, very long time ago. Select your grade that you graduated with. You have to select. You have to write it. Let us select grade type, which is. So here, before you select your grade, before you enter your grade, you need to select your grade type. That is, for some countries, it's 4, 5, 10, 20, or 100. Mostly for South Sudan, they use 100. So that's why we're selecting 100 here. 100 will now come here. Let's say I got 99. 99, where's 99? 99 point what? Point 3. So you'll come here and look for 30. And 9.3. Where's 30? Where's 30? Where's 30? I hope you got this one because most of the students have been asking, like, there is grade here and there's also grade here, and they got confused. They don't know what to do there. So what you do is, like, if you got, let's say, for example, here we said 99 point. If you have 99.0, you put 00 here. 99.7, you got the point there. So that's how we do it. 99.3. So now you go and get your diploma, your prime. So here you select, you then add your diploma and transcript. After adding them, have you achieved any significant ranking in your education? Yeah, you have to add something here. If you have a ranking, you add. Here, here also, they ask for your ranking. If you were ranked, like let's say best in your school, your city, or the country, you can add. So mostly, they will not ask you to prove it. They ask you to prove it, but if you don't have a document proving it, it's not a big deal. So I suggest when applying for a scholarship, you need to, even if it is not true, or you can add it because they also help. And there's no way that they will prove that you're lying here because they don't know when the results of South Sudan were released, they were not informed. They don't know who was best, who was not. So you just add something. You can say I was the best student in my school. So that's also what you can do to improve, to add your chances, to increase your chances of getting selected. For me, I was the best in the country, number one. So let's go. Basically, I was not the best. It's all dummy data. So we're not taking it that serious. But I'm just showing you the way. If you had ranking, then you can add it there, state, your area, your school. If you were the best student in your school, then you can also add it. Do you have any certificate to prove the achievement? No, I don't have any certificate. So let me just say save, everything is done there. So they have also ticked it. So that means it's okay. Let me, did I add my high school? No, I did not add my high school. I'll have to also add my high school. Yeah, so there are those who are asking in the comment section that is it important to add your primary school results? Yeah, it is not mandatory, but you need to add them because they also consider them, when you are competing with someone and like let's say they need 3 people two people are better than you and there's one other person that you are the same in the criteria that are being considered. So what they will do, they will have to select one person because they need three people. So they tend to check on other areas that were not even included in the in the selection process. Like for example, if your high school performances are the same in the transcript, they might look for your primary school. That's why they need you. That's why they provided the space there. So you can add it. It is an additional advantage because when they get confused on who to select based on secondary school results, they also look at primary school result and then they select one person there. So it's also important to add if you have, and of course if you don't have, it is not mandatory. My high school was in South Sudan also. The city was also in Bor. I select my high school. Let me see if, yeah, of course, Bor College cannot miss. So Bor College was there. Bor College is there. I got 93 points. Section, you have to click your native language. I hope the high school section is basically the same with the primary school section. So the same things that we did before in the primary school section are the things that we are repeating here. That's why you see me pushing the video. So let us continue to the language details. Just add for the city. So here I don't have a document to prove that. And yeah, of course I'm lying. The letter says save. So everything is now saved. Let us go to language details. After coming to the language details section, you have to click your native language first, that is English. Okay, if you speak other languages, you can add, which is very important to add them. Even if you don't speak them so well, you have to add something at least to show that, yeah, they consider people who speak a lot of languages to be geniuses. So just add something to trick them. Here they're saying, do you have Turkish? Do you speak Turkish language? Yes, I do speak, but for you guys who are not yet here in Turkey, you don't speak, so you will say no. And then you save both of them. Say no, save this. So we are done with language. Then say work experience. Have you ever worked? Okay. Here you need to add something, at least add something. Say I've worked here. And maybe for me, when I was still in South Sudan, I used to be a teacher. I used to teach at Port College High School as a student teacher, not a professional teacher, but I used it when I applied. And during the interviews, they also asked me, and I told them I used to help the other students teach in the lower classes. I used to teach physics and mathematics and biology also. They were so impressed. I think that was one of the reasons they selected me to come here to Turkey and study. So that's what you need to do. You have to add something at least, but for now I'll not add. I'll just add my CV. And let's take that one as the CV and say save. So, okay, here, what you need to do, you need to find, like, it is not very hard there in South Sudan to find a place where they can give you a recommendation that you work with them. And that one is really very important because they really appreciate those who were able to work after their high school. So you need to find a place that you will find a document to support your work. And it's all asking me like they want me to do this. I left, so I was employed in 2021. And I left in 2022 in Bor. When there was a flood in Bor, I don't have any. Okay, in the place of these academic qualifications, there are some exams like GRE, TOEFL, and other exams. In case you have one, you can add. It is important and it's not mandatory. It's not a must to add it. But if you have, it's important to add it because it increases your chances of getting admissions. So you need to look into that. And if it is not there, it's not a must. And they are not mandatory. Let's say gender empowerment. I don't know if that's been a project or what. How do they call it? So when did you start doing it? I started doing it that date, enter the date, institution. Let's say poor women. Poor women. Okay, poor women association. Do they write association like that? No, let me see how they write association. Yeah, that's how they write it. Enter the field of a what project. So this is as the manager, project manager. Yeah. Other document they have given you, they have given me this document. Okay, that's good. Description. We help women realize that what a man can do, a woman can do better. That's how they wanted to be in British English, or is it that one? American English, I don't know. So this is, I've added that one. So let's say if you have volunteered somewhere, so I volunteered as. Yeah, so this work experience, it is not a must, as I said before, and social activities also is not a must, but if you get a chance like to provide a document, or like for social activities there is no document needed, and for work experience if there's a place you can acquire a document and you add it, it will really increase your chances of being selected, and it is not mandatory, of course. You can continue your applications without it, and it's advisable to have that, to add it. I volunteered at. No? Get access to Turkey, to know about Turkey. They want people to learn about Turkey. No? Turkey scholarship. Yeah. You learn the Turkey scholarship through, is it your relative, website, or social media? Let me select social media. And the rest of the things will be no. Are you currently in Turkey? You're not in Turkey. Do you have a relative who is currently or previously a holder of Turkish scholarship? You say no, don't say yes. You don't be tempted to say yes, because they want everybody to get access to Turkey, to know about Turkey. They want people to learn about Turkish cultures. So when you say you have a relative here in Turkey, or a relative has been here in Turkey before, they will expect that relative to go and talk to you about Turkey, how good Turkey is, and how good the people in Turkey is, and that's how good people of Turkey are, and that's what they want. So if there is somebody who is already telling you about that, then there is no need for them to bring you here to Turkey to come and learn about these things. So just say no and continue, which is what I will do. So after adding all these things, you will now come to your home page. This is where everything begins now. This was just a warm up. So we're just adding our details. Coming to home page now is where you will start applying. So what are you applying for here? We are applying for bachelor's degree. So bachelor's degree, you will have to select undergraduate scholarship program. So select it. What did you do after your graduation from high school? I worked. Description. I was a I worked I worked as a teacher at my former school. So save it. After that, you will now come here, apply for the scholarship. Here, you have to read them before you say I accept, but for me, I accept them. Here, first thing you need to do, these are the things you need to follow. Application conditions, you say yes, I approve the conditions. Save it. It's very important. Then now you select your preferences, come here, and you add your preferences. Here, there is an advice I want to give you guys. When selecting the preferences, you have to select what you think you like. Okay, let me say I'm selecting chemical engineering. So after selecting the course or your preference will be presented with the universities where it is given. The advice is mostly universities which are near the big cities are very important. As a foreign student, when you want to study in a foreign land, you don't want to go to study in the villages or in towns which are far from the main centers, because you know you're a foreigner. So if anything happens, nobody can reach you, and you cannot reach a way to help yourself easily when you are so far from the center or from big cities. So I recommend selecting from towns or cities which are closer to Ankara, let's say Istanbul, let's say Izmir. These are the main cities, and you can select cities near them. Go to the map, don't be lazy. So go to the map and see cities near them and check the universities where that's located. So here, I will not do that, but you guys, you need to do that. Like Kocaeli is so near to Istanbul, I can select Kocaeli and of course see whether it is in English or Turkish. Eskişehir, yeah, I can select Eskişehir. So when you're selecting the first preference, you have to select only one university. So here, let me just stick to my Kocaeli. Bursa is also near Istanbul, but let's keep that Eskişehir and save it. Then you can add up to 12 of them. Let me add another one, chemical engineering. And another advice is when you are applying, you have to apply to courses which are related so that they know you are not just a confused guy, you know what you are following. Because when you apply for medicine, you also apply for computer science. Then you apply for another thing which is very far from medicine. That's not considered as somebody who is aware of what he or she is doing. So let's say you apply for computer science, then the next thing you have to apply for is, let's say, software engineering, let's say information system engineering, let's say IT, that's information technology. So you have to apply to courses which are related. Let's say you are applying for medicine, then you need to apply to a course which is related to medicine, that is, let's say pharmacy, let's say which other courses related to medicine, nursing, things like that. So you get the point. So for me, I'll just select anything since this is not that serious, just showing you the way. I don't know if they will allow me to just select two, but I agree and save. Yeah, my preferences are selected. Let us continue. Letter of intent. They will want you to add your letter of intent here. Your letter of intent. So your letter of intent, I know you have written all your letters of intent and you have to type it and then just copy it and paste it here. Okay? Let's say my letter of intent is when I was a child, I used to cry a lot, which is not true, but that is my letter of intent. Your additional information, my additional information would be add something, be creative, okay? Think about what you have not written in the letter of intent, but you want to add it, or it's something which is missing in your documents and you want to talk about why it is missing. So let me say here, there are people who do mathematics and additional mathematics. So there will be two mathematics in that paper, and people who are not South Sudanese might not be aware, or people who don't know about that thing called additional mathematics might not know what it means. So let's say I have two math subjects in my diploma. So I would like to explain, talk about them. I would like to talk about them. You know, and then you explain. You say additional math is this and that. Mathematics is pure math, like that. So this is all I will add for now and save. So it's also accepted. So you will select your interview location, the place that you think that you can go easily and access. So here I will say South Sudan and South Sudan, and I will say the only place available is Juba. Saved, that's the place. In case you are successful, that's the place they will interview you. Thank you. So here, reference information. So you have to add your reference here. The name of the referee. Let me say I add that one. Board medical. Let me put that. I don't know. The title is the head of the organization. So reference letter, the letter that they will give you. So mostly what you will add here is your recommendation from your school, and the referee will be your headmaster or your director of studies or any teacher that is acting in those positions. Okay, and then they will give you a document that's which is the reference letter. They call it recommendation letter. Yeah, and you select this information belongs to my academic reference. So then you click on save. After saving it, you will now come here to scholarship programs. Okay, if you want to apply for other programs apart from the program that we selected before, you can say yes, but mostly the scholarship we selected before is enough. So let me say no to them and save. All right. After here, you will now view your application. Check if everything is okay. Then here also not to forget the reason I said no to the other scholarship programs. Those scholarship programs are not that good. The only best scholarship here is Turkish government scholarship, of which it's the one we are showing you the procedures right now. And also, it happens for some students, if you apply for Turkish government scholarship and you apply for the other scholarships which are under it, there are high chances of giving you the other scholarship under it, but not the government scholarship, because those other scholarships, there are no that many students applying for them. And so they will ought to give you that scholarship and give chances to the other students for the government scholarship. And the reason that I don't recommend that, it's because those other scholarships are not that good. Because sometimes they may pay your school fees and your accommodations will be hard and things like that. So basically, I recommend you to apply for the Turkish government scholarship, which is the best. So let us continue. If there is a problem, then you go back to edit. And if everything is now okay, then what we'll do is this application form has been completed by me. You now say that I was the one who completed it and say yes. Then after saying that, you will have to come and click on submit and everything will be okay. After submitting, then you have submitted your application successfully. Now you wait for the results for shortlisting. If you are shortlisted successful, you will now go for interviews. So this is all about it, ladies and gentlemen. It was quite easy. We went through it, and also during the orientation, we shall have questions. If you have a question that we will ask about this, So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening attentively. I hope you have gotten one or two information from what we have done, and I would like to ask you to prepare your questions as we wait for our moderator to give us chance of questions and answers. So I would like to welcome Habia back again to continue with our work, and as she receives questions, and then we work on answering them. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was a very nice presentation, and I hope everyone is quite familiar with everything now. So, some of the questions were asked in the group chat, and hey, I'm talking. Someone just muted me. Are you guys getting me now? Okay. I'm trying to
I'm
say
getting
that, like, since I'm trying to say some of the questions were asked in the chat, so everyone was familiar with them. So we know much now. Some were answered, some were not. So I'm going to be allowing you guys that you should raise your hand, and if I select you, I will call the name you're using here, and then you'll be unmute and you will talk. Also, I wanted to give this one rule: if your question is already asked, please don't ask it again. Like, don't say my question is related to this that was answered before. So now we are going to be hearing all the questions, and both of us, like me and the speaker, I'm going to be helping him understand the question and also tell him if he's forgetting. So he's going to answer them one. You guys should start asking. The door's open for you guys. Raise your hand and
They talk about that.
raise your hand. I will select you because okay. I don't know if I can understand that word, but Cholando Garang, please. Cholando Garang, please. Unmute yourself. Talk.
okay.
Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, moderator. So the speaker, then all the guests. So this is really a colorful occasion, and I really benefit here. I think you guys are getting me right.
We are getting you, yes.
All right. I'll be one of the people among those students who have been trying Turkish scholarship all along. So I've been trying Turkish scholarship ever since I completed high school. So I completed 2018, 2019. So I tried Turkish scholarship in 2020 during COVID. So I think the program was affected by coronavirus. Then I tried again in 2021. So it also failed. So I have to focus on my career in which I continue. So I'm a graduate. So I completed my diploma in pharmaceutical science. So I have a associate degree. So up to this far, I get these artifacts on this scholarship program. So I get the link on one of the group chats on WhatsApp. So then I'll be like, okay, let me try my best over this round. And the procedures were quite challenging and hard. So the time I tried, I used the same mail that I've been using back then. So I still have that account that I've been trying for 2 years, 2020 and 2021. Now my question of concern is, Okay, ever since my account still exists in the system, and I want to apply it again, for the same account. So how possible is that, or how simple is that? Since my document is still legible there, and again I have this issue of age challenge, in which I'm 25 this year, and the program is so restricted as it is shown before, that anybody who is applying for bachelor's program supposed to be 20 below. Then master's program is 24 to 30. Then PhD is under 35. So I'm looking for a way out to try okay. Also, to people with associate degree, is it possible for them to also to apply kind of upgrading for also average program? So this is what I want to know, guys. And thanks for the chance. Yeah.
Okay. I hope the speaker have got what he's saying. So I will allow three people because if I allow 10 people to ask questions, now it will be hard for me to remember. So I have one person here, Atimde. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, hello, good evening to all of you. I'm going to ask only two questions. I'm going to be very straightforward and ask only two. My first question is going to talk about this issue of passport. Is it must to have a passport, or you can use your ID in place of passport? That's one question. Another question is that, is the Turkish government scholarship affiliated with the government of South Sudan or the Ministry of Education in South Sudan? These are the only two things I wanted to know. I hope I'm clear.
Okay. Yeah, so you're really clear. Thank you. Unmute yourself. Mute yourself, please.
Okay.
Okay, let me allow I went out, and before you do that, please, our time is going. Zoom meeting have a set time, so the time may go when we didn't answer any questions. So I was so if you have a lot of questions, you can come into the group.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. Well, my question is mostly on the middle school part, because they would be wanting academic transcripts. I know it's like you kind of answered the question actually, but the thing is, it's going to be like there's going to be competition, like you said earlier. So my question is, some of us really haven't studied in South Sudan. Like, can we collect our information maybe from Uganda, because we have studied like in Uganda, I don't know, but then we were able to sit senior for in South Sudan. So someone like me, I've gone further, like I've reached there, and then also in the work experience, I'm like kind of stuck there. You said we can either leave it, or like if we leave it blank, is it going to be a problem or it's okay? Yeah, that's all.
Yes. Also, my question, are you all getting me? Yeah. My question goes like this, like certificate that are also relevant. Are all the certificate relevant? Like maybe if you have once worked with the student association or some association that exists in your community, are they also relevant that can be uploaded here also?
Okay. By the way, can you all mute yourself now? Mute yourself all. I'm going to ask other people, but please, I want the moderator to. I want the speaker. Sorry, please. I gave my permission myself. So can the speaker try to answer some of these questions? And if there are a lot of questions, can you please send it into the WhatsApp group? We will be there to answer you. So our time is speaker, unmute yourself, and the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much once again, our moderator of the day. I've tried to write down some questions here, and I hope I've gotten all of them. So the first question comes from Cholando Garang. That's asking about, he asked like 3 questions. The first question is about using the same account to apply for the second time or third time. As I've heard about, that's how I heard it. So applying again for the second account has no problem, but if you have another email, you can open a new account and you apply with it, since that does not cause any problem. And applying again with the same account also has no problem. And what you need to do, because your first application failed because of a reason, and that reason, if there is a way you have corrected it, then it will be okay. And so to give an example, I also tried for 2019, 2020. So I applied and mine was not successful. So I had to try again the following year. And I decided to open a new account. Then I applied with a different account, and I was lucky. I got selected. So I don't know if they automatically remove those who are applying with the same account, because I don't know what they use when selecting based on using the same account. And they can allow you to apply with it, of course, but whether it will affect your selection or not, I'm not sure about it. But since you can just open a new account and apply using it, I advise you to open a new account and apply with it. He also asked about age. So for those who are applying for bachelors, they need to be below 21. And that's where we have nothing to do with it. You need to be below 21 to apply for this scholarship. What you can do is either you go and reduce your age, since it is not a crime, and apply with a reduced age. And he also asked about who already have an associate degree. For those who have an associate degree, I don't know about the scholarship because they have not talked about it. And here in Turkey, there's a age requirement for those who are applying for second degree or after associate degree. This age limit does not apply to them because they know you have you have another degree, so you cannot be below 21. So if you have associate degree, you can add it there in the system, then apply for another degree. So that one, I hope it can help you, because they will know that you were doing another degree. That's why you're not under the age bracket again. But that's not a guarantee, and that's the knowledge I have about it. So I hope those are the questions that Joel asked. And coming to the next person, Atemdeng also asked. He asked like 2 questions. He asked about the passport, and he asked whether the ministry is connected to this scholarship. First of all, if you don't have your passport ready right now and you have applied for it and you are sure it will come uh, before the time that it will be needed for your visa application, you can apply using a different ID. You can use a different ID, national ID, as long as the details in that ID will be the same details that will be in your passport that will come. You can use that ID for now to apply. Then a passport is a travel document, so that's when they need it, because you will of course use the passport to travel, and the passport will need to have the same details that you use for the application to show that you are the same person. So that is it. Coming to whether the ministry is connected to this scholarship, the scholarship has no relationship with the ministry. You apply on your own. If you pass, you pass based on what you have written when you were applying. So the ministry has nothing to do with it. Those are the things that Atemdeng asked. Also, there's Yeno Ayuen who asked 2 questions. She asked about primary school, like she did our primary school in Uganda, and how they ask about transcript. So when I was applying for this scholarship, I did not have my primary school transcript. I also did my primary school in Uganda, and I happened to equate it to the one of South Sudan. So I was having the one of South Sudan and the one of Uganda also, but I used the one of South Sudan to apply for this scholarship. So in the place of transcript, you can add the same PLE certificate that you have. That's how we those who have only for Uganda used to do it. Even for South Sudan, I use the same way. I added my primary aid certificate, and I also added it in the place of transcript since we didn't have the transcript. So that's what I can say about your primary. And she also asked about work experience. Yeah, that place of work experience is very important. If you have a place that you worked before, you can just go to that place and find a document, a recommendation that you worked in that place, and you come and add it. Of course, it should not be authentic. Even you can create it by yourself. You can create your work recommendation by yourself, find a person to sign it, and because they will not know whether it's authentic or not. So you can be smart and do that and add it there. As long as that place is a place that can make sense as a place of work. So you can add that document. So I hope I have answered for IUN. Coming to Samuel Mijak. Samuel Mijak asked whether students association or community associations can be added as a work experience. These student association and community associations are not work experience. They are social activities. They are social participation. You participated in your community. So there is a part that they ask for social. I don't know how they write it. I've forgotten, but that is where you need to add your community recommendation and all those sort of things. But that's not a work experience. So you were just contributing socially to your community, but not a work experience. So these are all the questions that I've had, and I hope I've answered them as required. So I would like the moderator to continue with her work.
Okay. Thank you. I hope those are questions were
Hello,
answered.
Adim. Hello.
Please mute yourself. Mute yourself, please. We don't have enough time. I want everyone to mute themselves. Samuel, can you please mute yourself? So thank you, the speaker. I think everyone is answered well. I saw some of them have left, so that means they might have got it correct. Actually, everyone who is here now is related to WhatsApp group. Or if you don't have WhatsApp group and you got the link somewhere, you can have that person to send the number and we can add you into the WhatsApp group. So you can ask the question there, please. We don't have time here now. And maybe most of the questions were answered. I'm trying to answer some questions in the chat section. So I wouldn't allow anyone to answer. I wouldn't allow anyone to ask questions again. I'm really sorry for that. So at this point now, I'm going to welcome the supervisor to come and conclude the meeting. So I hope supervisor, you won't take long. You're welcome. Jacob, the floor is yours now. I want you to conclude and end the meeting because I'm not going to come back. I'm gonna be around before it occurs. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you, Abia. Thank you so much for the wonderful work. Thank you so much, Niall, for the wonderful presentation. I believe everyone has. So I think all the doubts have been cleared now, and we can call off the meeting because we have spent much time than expected. So thank you so much for attending. Thank you everyone who is watching us on Facebook. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
It's live, my friend.